This conference will now be recorded.
Rupam @of, right, sorry, lt96.com, password CRM1234 hash, right? So last class, we've been talking about the server-side controllers, right? We have been writing a lot of server-side controllers. We have seen how to pass a parameter, dynamically, right? By input, by capturing it with an Aura ID, then passing it to the server-side controller and creating an account. Now today, we will see next example, how to retrieve, you all know that, how to retrieve a single account and display on the page. But how to retrieve multiple accounts? If I go to my accounts or if I go to my contact, wherever it is, I click on my view all, I click on my account. I see that there are a lot of accounts available, right? When I click on this, you can see that these are the accounts that I created. Along with that, I have a full list of accounts, all accounts. These many accounts are there. How can I go ahead and display this account is a question. How can I go ahead and display these accounts in a page, right? That's what we'll be learning today. I know how to display a single account. If you remember last couple of classes back, the first server-side controller that we wrote was writing an SQL statement and pulling a data. But there we just did limit one. Now today we will see if there is more than one, how to handle it, right? Array data type, use of an array. So I click on developer console, right? Let's start building it. Okay, there we go. Now, first, let me write a server-side controller, Apex class, CL hyphen 2505 hyphen LT lightning, LT, right? I will say get account, get ACC, get ACC. Let it be all small, it doesn't make a difference anyhow. Get ACC, get ACC all, or get ACC. We will search by a keyword, SEARC, search text. Get ACC search text. Same example, I'm extending it. I'm writing a class. As usual, whenever you write a method, the first thing that you have to remember is @Aura enabled. @Aura enabled. Now I'm writing it. Public, it has to be public. Static, right? I'm getting what? I'll be getting a list of account. System will be giving me a list of account. What is that? I will say get ACCOUNT. Get account is the method. To this method, I will pass a string from the runtime, set params. String, search text. String, search text. Now, I will write a query. What is that? string string, right? Query. String query equals to, I'm writing a query. Select. What are the things I need? ID, comma, name, comma, phone, comma, right? INDUS, industry, comma, rating, from, enough, from, account. Where, name, like, where, right? Name like. So this is where I have to declare name like. Now keep on watching. Whatever the search text that comes in, that I have to pass to the string. Okay, search text. Whatever the search text that comes, I have to pass it to the string, right? I have to pass it to the string. Yeah. So I'm forming this. Select, right? ID, comma, name, all these from account where name is like, right? Plus the search string. This is what I'm passing it to my plus, right? Plus, right? Percentage backslash, right? And the percentage has to be closed. Oh, let me be careful on, right? All these, whatever the text that you like, right? So select, this is the whole statement, right? Like, I'm right. So perfect plus the search text plus percentage backslash, right? Should be good enough. Right, that's good. Now, what is that? This is just a string query. I have to run this query, then only I'll get the account, right? This is just a text, like a string query. Hi, how are you? Right? So, list of what? ACCOUNT, list of account. List of account equals to what? ACCOUNTS, accounts, equals to database dot query. Database dot query. See, it's a string of query, and that's okay. Let me change the name. Doesn't make a difference. Query, right? Database dot query, query. Run the query, and then return what? Accounts. Whatever the account is there, return it. Whatever the accounts are there, return it. Now let's save it and see if there is any error anywhere, right? Perfectly fine. No error anywhere. It all looks good. What we're going to do, from the lightning page, we are going to pass this keyword. With this keyword, I'm forming a string statement. That string I'm passing to database.query. Database query will run that string, will return the data to account, an account that will be stored in account, and then I'm returning the accounts. So whenever I'm calling the method, it will return the account. Perfectly fine. Now let's go ahead and do some lightning development. New lightning component, LC, lightning component underscore, right? What is that? 2505 underscore, right? EG1 underscore. What does I will say, right? ACCOU account ARRA array search, account array search, control C, right? Account array search. There we go, right? I'm going to write a component now. Now here, the first thing is that controller. Controller equals to the name of the class. This is the class name. Controller equals to name of the class. Perfectly fine. Controllers, no issues. Now, I will declare an aura attribute because I have to hold a data. Aura attribute. Name. Name equals to what? ACC. Type. Type equals to what? It's an array. Account array. It's an array of account. Type equals to account array. Right? Next, I require to have a search text because that's what the input is. Aura attribute. Name equals to, what is this? Name equals to search text st. Type equals to string. Type equals to string. Perfectly fine. Now let's build the card. Lightning card. Lightning card, right? So title equals to search text, search account, right? That's good. Now keep on watching, right? Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Lightning layout. Lightning layout. Inside the layout, I will have a layout item. Lightning layout item, right? So I will say that lightning, right? Layout layout item, lightning layout item. Size equals to 2. Oops, caps on. Size equals to 2, right? Size equals to 2. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the input. Lightning input, right? Lightning input, right? Label. Label equals to enter the search text. Enter the search text, right? Value equals to exclamation v dot. Whatever the data that you enter, it will go to st. V dot st, right? Lightning input. I'm closing it there and there itself. Perfectly fine. Now I have to have, right? I have to have a button, right? I have to have a button. I'm directly placing a button in below itself, right? Or beside lightn. Lightning button. Label equals to search. On click. Search me. On click. Search me. Call this function called search me. Perfect, right? So I could have put this in a different layout item if you want. Okay, let's put it in a different layout item. The button, search in one, right? Control Z, Control C, right? One layout item. The second layout item start. So two layout items. So let's say this is 6. This is 6. 6 plus 6, 12. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Now let's go ahead. Right. What we will do? We'll design the next part of it. Once again, I'm taking another lightning layout. Here I will display the result. Lightning layout. Inside the layout, what I will do? I will use aura iteration. AURA, aura iteration. What is an aura iteration? It is equals to aura repeat. What is aura iteration? It is equals to apex repeat command. That means it's a loop. Loop. We have done this, if you remember that. I was showing you the basic example when I was using an array data type. If you remember that the city Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Pune. It was coming in I was placing it in an aura iteration. If you remember the previous classes, right? There I first showed you the aura iteration, and now today I'm using it. Aura iteration. Aura iteration. I will say items. Items. Items equals to, what is this? Equals to V dot. V dot. What is that? The array. V dot ACC. Every item will be one item inside will be called var. Var equals to A. Var equals to A. Aura iteration. Right? Lightning layout. Let me put multiple rows. If it's more than, because when I search it, I can get more than 12, right? So one line, if I say 222 size, then it will be, right? So it will be 6 I can hold. My data might be 36, 100, 300. That's the reason I'm taking multiple rows. Multiple rows equals to true. Now it will not be in a single line, it can have multiple line or iteration. Now inside this, what I will have a layout item. Lightning, right? Layout item, right? Lightning layout item. What is that? Size. What is the size of each item? I will say 3. That means in one row there will be only 4. 3 4s are 12. Padding, which I always keeps on taking. Small, around small. Small. Right? This is your lightning. Control Z. Lightning layout item. Inside this, name. What is this? Right? A dot name. Whatever the data you have pulled, right? Phone equals to A dot phone. Next, fax. No, industry. Whatever the data we got at A dot industry. Between all of them, there is a break tag. Perfect. Perfectly done. No problem. Now let's write what's the problem. Aura iteration. There is a problem. Right? No component name aura.
Line number 16, aura spelling is wrong, sir. 16 and
AUR.
22nd.
Yep. Okay, aura spelling is wrong. Control S. Saved. Aura spelling was wrong. So fine, we corrected the aura spelling. Okay, there we go. Now let's write the server side, client side controller. Right? Client side controller. Whenever you click this button, search me has to be called. Search me. There we go. Now tell me. You guys keep on telling me. You all know this now. This is the third time I'm writing the same program again. Step 1. Before you go, first get whatever the data that was input. Get that. Var SERCH search txt equals to, before we do the action, right? Whatever the data that you have input, here there's enter the search text. I have to get that v.st. So I'm getting it. I will say component dot get. Component dot get what? Get v dot, what was the search text? Sorry, search text was called st. Get that attribute first, st. Store it in search text. Perfectly done. Now your work start. Right? First, call. Get it. Var. In real time, we use action. So I'm using it every time you'll see I'll be using action. You can use some other name, not a problem. COMPO. Component dot get. Get what? Get C colon. right? The method name. What was the method name? Method name was getAccount.
Get account.
Control C. I heard this, guys. This is the third time I'm doing it, right? Maybe tomorrow I'll do last. I don't know if I, right? This is the third time. By now you should all get adjusted how to write a server side, how to call a server side controller using a client side var account. First step is done. Next, pass the parameter. Second step, action dot set params. Action dot set params. Always the parameter has to be in a JSON format in a curly bracket, right? JSON format, curly bracket. What is the, here it is a search text, Control Z. That's where I have to pass the value, colon. What is the value here? Here the value is called search txt. Whatever I have pulled, I've passed it to the method. Now, once that's
Will be in
passed,
double
what
quote, right?
sorry,
This will also be in double quote, right? Search
which one?
txt.
I've
The
been
right
telling
side.
again. If you put this in a double, then this will be hard coded. What does that mean? That's the reason I started with a hard coded example. Search text equals to Rupam. If you want to hard code, then only put this value. Whenever you put in double quotes, that means the data forever is Rupam. That means whatever you enter here in the search text, Ravi, Raj, nothing will be taken. It's hard coded. Search text is ever hard coded with this. I started my first example with a hard coded one. Then I moved to what? Then I moved to dynamic. In dynamic, we don't. In dynamic, we don't. Remember this, we don't put the code. If you put the codes, it will be hard coded. Once again, I'm repeating, don't repeat this error again. Action dot set callback. Set callback. Inside the callback, this, comma, function. Function. You can give a name to the function, response. We always give, because this is what will capture the response. You can give any name, guys, response. And there the program. The last step, what is this? NQ, $A dot ENQUEUE, NQ, action. What were the name that you gave? I gave the name also as action. My program is done, but actually it's not done. My program is done, but no, I have to get the response, no? So that will be inside where? Inside this. I have to write the program now inside this curly bracket in the callback. First, I will put a var state. I don't need to do that, but every time as a security measurement, best practices, yes. First of all, I have to know whether is it the client side controller was able to contact the server side, yes or no. That is the state. Var state equals to what? Response dot get state. Response dot get state. This will give you the state of the NQ job, whether the NQ job was able to contact the server side controller. Yes. Is it the NQ job was able to pass the data to server side controller? Yes. Is it the NQ job, right, successfully retrieve the response from the server side controller? Yes. That will be pulled in this state. That is the reason I'm writing an if statement. If the state is success, then only I will ask the system to pull the response. If state is equals to what? Success. If it's success, if the NQ state is a success, then only I will say var result. Var result equals to where the result will be stored. Same command, response dot get return value. Get return value. It's very simple, guys. Get return value. Now my data is stored where? In the return value. Whatever the data that I got it from the return value, I have to pass it to where? To this variable attribute called ACC. Yes, tell me. Tell me. Anybody has any doubt? Right? I have to pass it to where? V dot. V dot where? V dot ACC. V dot ACC. Comma. What is that? Result. What is that? Result. Pass the result. Right? That's it. My work is over. If we have not made any spelling mistake, things should be working fine. If we have not made any spelling mistake or anything anywhere, our work is over. 4 steps. First step, right? Call the method. Get the method. Next, set the parameter. Third, invoke the method. Fourth, enqueue the action. Inside the invoke, we first take the status of the invoke, whether we were able to make a call or not. That's the reason I'm saying get state. Once the client side controller is able to contact server side controller, it was success. If it's success, then only I will look for a result. If this is failure, the client side is not able to contact server side, there is no meaning you pulling the data, trying to ask the system to give a response. No, that is the reason it is inside this if. This is called as lightning best practices. Always, whenever you are setting a callback, right, based on the status, based on the callback status or enqueue action status, decide whether to get the response or not. Control S. File, new lightning application. LA. LA. Control C. LA. I close it. Right. C colon. Right. Extends. Force SLDS. Right. It's LC,
That will
not
be
LA.
LC.
It's LC, not LA. Control S. Click on preview. It runs. Let's see. Enter the search text. A. Search. Oh, 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 oh. It's not getting displayed. No problem. We understood where the issue is. Right? We understood what is the issue. Exclamation, exclamation, and exclamation. I forgot the exclamation. Control S. Right? Now go ahead and refresh. See, I type A, like A. See, oil and natural gas, Grand, Microsoft India, there is a, right? Microsoft India private, there is a. Wherever there is a, University of Arizona, there is a. System is pulling it. In what format? In tile format. In what format? Tile format. You type any keyword, right? You type any keyword, MI, it will pull only Microsoft. See? Oh, pyramid. In pyramid also there is MI, pyramid construction. See? System is pulling the data, guys. System is pulling the data. Microsoft pulled so many times because the data is so many times inside. Don't think that this is pulling by default duplicate. No, because in the database itself there is a duplicate. We created Microsoft account so many times, so it's pulling so many times. You pulled anything. Burlington B, I'm searching. Search Burlington Textiles Corp. You search anything now with any keyword. TY University of Arizona, because there is a TY in this. See how multiple data I'm using an aura iteration. Right, multiple data cannot be accommodated in an one input field. It has to be in a either in a table. That's what we'll learn the next one. Before we go to the table, let's do one more. We will do something here. I will say div div. I will put a division, Control X, right? I'm placing a div, right? Division, right? Now what I will do is that class equals to what? Box. Control C, Control S, go to the style. Now I'm going to the style. I'm going to the style. This dot, because it's an inner element, box. Oh, my mistake. What I'm doing. This dot, space box. Control V. This dot box. Now I will say, right, what is that? Border. Border equals to what? 2px. 2 pixel. SOLID, solid green. Solid green. Solid green. Right? Solid green. Control S. Saving it. Saved. Reload the page. Type A. Type A. Search. See. Where do you see this? Where do you see this? You see these boxes when you click here on App Manager, you click on View All, you see similar search boxes with an icon. Similar search boxes with an icon. Similar search boxes with an icon. Clear now? This is a tile format. This is a tile format, right? This is a tile format. Now, that's good, but I wanted a table format. I want in a table format. I want in a table format. What is a table format? Whenever you click on account, you get a table like this. Table, account name, phones, right type, industry. I get this tabular format. I want in tabular format. I want with a checkbox also, Rupam. I want to build this view. You told us how to build the upper part. Okay, fine. Now I want to build the, so can you build this, right? Yes. Let's build this lower part now, this table. How to build it, we'll see. First example clear, right? I'm closing it, right? First example clear, right? Controller, pulling the data, transferring, and here I'm using our iteration. That's it. Now I close this. I will use the same server-side controller, same. That's the reason I have not said example 1, example 2 there. Same server-side controller use for the next component, right? And we will display the data in a tabular format. Keep on watching, it's quite different. Today you will be learning 2 new things, data table and how to create a structure of a table. Data table and how to create a structure of a table. New lightning component, LC. Example 2, account table, account search table, account search table, right? Account search table, submit, right? Next, let's say controller. The first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to put your controller. Controller equals to what? Controller equals to the name of the same class I'm taking. I'm not writing the class. Controller is this. Perfect. Now, here, as usual, right? As usual, I should have copied from there, but anyhow, aura attribute. Name equals to ACC. Name equals to ACC. Type equals to account array. Whatever I did there, the same thing I'm doing. Next, aura attribute. Name equals to search text st. Name equals to st. Type equals to string. Now, till here it's all okay. You did this. Something is changing from here. Aura attribute. Name equals to columns columns. Type equals to, keep on watching, list of columns. Next, write perfectly down. Okay, now let's go ahead. Lightning card. Lightning card, right? Title. Tabular. Title is this, right? Inside this, what I will take? I will take, right? Okay, let's do one thing. Aura set. I'm just beautifying it. That's it. Aura set. Attribute equals to title. I'm just beautifying it. That's it. Right? I can copy and paste the last, command here very well. Inside the aura set, I will take lightning layout. Lightning layout. So that I'm doing all inside the aura set now in the title area. Inside that, I will say lightning layout item. Oh, size equals to how much? 2. Lightning layout item. Inside this, I want you to search lightning input. All this I'm writing inside what? Aura set. I'm still inside aura set. Value equals to what? Whatever the data that you enter. V dot, right? Search text st. V dot search text st.
Input
V
label
dot.
is missing, sir.
Sorry?
For input label. Same line.
Line number 11, input will be label, not value.
I am not giving any label, no. I'm not giving any label. Oh, you want a label? Then you can give it. Okay. Okay. Not making you confusion. Label. Label equals to SEARCH search. Enter the search text. This is what you're telling me?
Yes, yes,
This is what you're telling me?
yes, yes.
Yes. I don't want, no. Is it compulsory? One box,
No.
empty box will come. One empty box
Yes.
will come. And I, without a label, search text. Okay, bye. Chalo. Fine. Good. Now, next, what I will do, I will have one more layout item. Control C. I'm copying and pasting it. Here, I'll have lightning button. Label. You want label compulsory? If you don't put a label, one small button will come. Anyhow, SEARC search. On click. On click. On click. V dot. What? Right? Why on click? On click is always C. C dot. Search me. You have to call a function called as C dot search me. Perfect. C dot search me. All these inside what, guys? These all are inside an aura set. Aura set. All these are inside the aura set. In the title itself, I am doing it. Now let us display data within the same card. Lightning. First time you're learning a new lightning command called as lightning data table. Lightning data table used to display table in a lightning page. Those who are taking notes, they can take a note. Used to display a table in a lightning page. Used to display a table in a lightning page. Lightning data table. Space. What are the attributes which are compulsory? Key field. First compulsory attribute is key field, which should be always ID. Any ID. So just give an ID. Next, data. What is the data? What type of data has to be there inside the table? Exclamation V dot. Where is the data? Data is ACC. Whatever because ACC is in multiple array. Array. 8 ACC. The third compulsory field is columns. 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 Where is the column? Where is the column? Exclamation V dot. We created a column here. On the line number 5, I declared an aura attribute called as column. And finally, these 3 are compulsory. One more is there. Not compulsory. But I told you I want a checkbox. Hide checkbox column. Those who are thinking, Rupam, from where did you got it? Rupam, from where did you got it? All of you know the location. Lightning component reference. I go to the component reference. I'm taking it from there. The last attribute, hide checkbox column under lightning. What is that I've taken? Data table. Data table. This is the property. I go to the specifications. Here it is. Hide checkbox column. Hide or display checkbox column for row selection. The hide of the checkbox column is set to true. The default is false. That means don't show anything. Default is false, but we want no equals to true. True. Lightning data table. That's good. This is how you use a lightning data table. Perfectly done. A table will come. Perfectly done. One table will be displayed. But where is the column? Where is the column? As the page loads, the column has to be there, because without a column, data cannot be displayed. That empty structure has to be there. Whenever you go to a PowerPoint presentation, right? For example, file, I'm taking new, one blank presentation. I want a table. I want a table. I want a table. Insert. First, you see that you're creating a structure. See, as I'm dragging and dropping, system is creating a structure first. Then you have to fill the data. You. So first the structure has to be created. The same concept is applied here. As the page loads, structure has to be created. You know that how to handle a page load? How to handle a page load? Using Aura handler. Any page load, whenever the page load, Name. What is this name? Default name is init. Init. Initialization. Value. Value is equals to what? It is a default value. What is that? This. Action. Action equals to what? Load me. Action equals to what? Exclamation C dot LOAD. Load me. This is whenever the page loads, I want this column to be ready. If the column is not ready, data cannot be loaded. Whenever you are using a data loader, whenever you are using a data table, Lightning data table, it is must that the column structure has to be created at the time of loading. So hence at the time of loading, right, I will say load me, Control C, Control S. I go to the controller. Load me. First one is load me. Next one, this is to create the structure. Next one with a comma. What is this? Right? Search me. When you click the button, then it search me. Load me, search me. In the load me, what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and put what? Right? I have to create a column. Where? Oh, where? CLM column. CLM column is equals to. Always a column is created in a brick bracket. In a, right, inside this, it should be in a JSON format. First, label of the column is equals to what? ACCOUNT account name. You can give anything because that's a label. Comma. Next, field value. Field name. This is the original name that has to come from where? Right? Original name has to come from where? From here. Name. Control C. Field name. Field name equals name. Okay, let's see. Name. Type. Right? Comma. Next. Type. What type of data it will hold? TY. Case sensitive. All in small. Type. Type equals to what? Text. This is the first column. This is the first column. I'm pushing it to the next line for that so that you understand. This is how the column structure looks. Comma. Second column. Copy this. How many columns you want? You have to copy this. I want 4 column, 5 column. How many columns you want? Account phone. Account industry. Account rating. Right? Field name, phone. Field name, industry. Field name, rating. All text I'm taking. Now, once the column you created the structure. This structure, I have to pass it to where? To the component. CMPONE. Component dot set. Component dot set. What? V dot. What is that one here? Here it is called column. Attribute is column. Control C. Attribute is column. Comma. Set with what? CLM. On the load, the column structure that we just created will be passed to what? To that attribute. Over. Load me will create the column. Load me will create the column. Perfectly fine. Control S. Control S. Load me will. Now search me. As usual, the same program var srchtxt equals to, I'm now getting fed up in writing. Even you're also getting fed up in listening, the same program. Component dot get what? V dot in the component, the attribute is called st. Got, you took the value. Now, as usual, you'll start writing your program. Var action equals to, what is that? Component dot get what? The method name. Get what? The method name. C dot, what is the method name? Method name is get account. Next, action dot set params. As usual, action dot set params. Action dot set param. What is that? Yeah, sorry. String is search text. Colon dynamic. Don't put anything there. Dynamic, no. Search text.
Sir, it's a JSON format.
Yes, it should be in a bracket. Ting. Perfect now. Yes, all good till here, guys. Right? Var search text component dot get. See if I'm making any spelling mistake or not anywhere. Right? Next, what is that? Callback. I want action dot set callback. Inside this comma function. What is the function name? Response. RESPON. That's okay. It's just a name, response. And then there is a curly bracket. The last step, what is that? NQ. $A dot ENQUEUE. NQ. NQ what? ACTI1. Action. Which action? The action that we just created. Control C, Control V. Over. All our program has to be now inside this curly bracket. Press enter. Now let's see. If var state, right? Var state equals to what? Equals to response dot. Oh. Because function is called response. Response dot get return value. Get
state.
Sorry, get state. Because get return value will give me the result. What is that? Get stat, get state. Then if state is equals to, these are all best practices I'm doing. If you don't do that's also not a problem. Directly you can come to the var result equals to, rather than doing this. If state equals to what is that? SUCCES, success. If state is equals to success, then I will say var result, variable result, equals to response dot get return value. Response dot get return value. Whatever the value that is coming up, I have to pass it to what? To the component. Component dot set. What? V dot. What is the field name? Field name is ACC. It's an array. Field dot ACC. Set it to what? comma, result. What are the result that we got? We are setting it to that, right? Call me, search me, right? Control S. Anything else do you think we should be doing it? No. Let's go ahead and see. If we have written everything in right without any spelling mistake, comma, somewhere something is missing, case sensitive, right? If we have did everything correct, we should be able to get the answer now, right? Hope that we have written everything correct. Now, file, new, lightning application, LA, LA, control C, submit. Extends, force, SLDS. LC, control S, preview. Let's see whether we get any error or not. Structure is ready. You can see that the column structure is ready. You can see that column structure is ready. Actually, we can hide it. But okay, anyhow, fine. We'll hide it in the second stage. Now, A, search. See, our data. But we didn't got the checkbox. Why? Let's see. Why we didn't got the checkbox? Hide column. Is it true or false? False. Hide checkbox column. Okay. False. I'm changing it to false. All right. Now see. Oh, checkbox comes. A, search. See the checkboxes? See how I'm displaying the data in a data table now? Earlier example, tile format. This example, data table. Whenever you're using a data table, your structure has to be ready before you populate the data. That is the reason on load, what I'm doing, I'm going ahead and I'm keeping the structure ready first. Now, definitely Rupam, as the page load, the structure is seen. I don't want the structure to be visible. So what you will do, this thing, what you can put, we can put under aura if. Aura if is true. Control X. Think, right? I can declare a flag on the top, right? I can calculate the size, but I can calculate here itself. Aura if equals to, keep on watching. If equals to, exclamation, okay, exclamation, v dot, this field, account, dot, length is greater than 0. Starting, there is no data inside this. So it will be equal to 0. But as it has more than 1, 2, 3, right? Whenever you search, what is happening? You click the search button, it goes, it calls the server-side controller, it passes the param, it get the the response. The response is success. From there, you're reading the result, and then you're passing it to this account. Then this account is getting populated with the data. Till that time, the account is 0. So I'm saying if aura if is true, v dot acc, that's the attribute, dot length is greater than 0, then only show, or else don't show. Let's see whether it works or not. As the
No need
page
to curly
loads,
bracket.
sorry,
No need to curly bracket for each two. Right.
where curly bracket? Yes, curly bracket is required, no? Yeah. Why no? 100% curly bracket is required. Yes, 100% curly bracket is required. 100% curly bracket is required. Control S. Still it's working, don't worry. But while display it might not work. See that now the table structure is not shown. Whole table structure is vanished. If I say AA search, no. If I say A search, then only it's coming up. So this, because AA, there is no account called AA. Hence, the attribute is not getting assigned. It is 0 in size. If I say AA search, so that no data is retrieved from the server. Hence, the size of ACC is 0. If the size of ACC is 0, don't display, right? TY search, 1 will be displayed. University of Arizona. How I'm using it? Smartly. See, I'm hiding the structure, the whole data table, not the structure. Structure is getting created in the runtime, but I'm not showing it in the, only when this value is great, something is there, then only show the table. Otherwise, don't show the table. Otherwise, don't show the table. Clear now? Everyone? Yes or no? Able to understand? Yes, guys. Today, we learned how to display data in a tile format, how to display data in a tabular format. How to display. Yes, everybody understood today's class. I've used data table. For a data table, you need to have a column initialization. At the page loading itself, the column initialization has to be created. Right? At the loading of the page itself, the column initialization has to be done.
Sir,
Yes.
rather than loading the column on the
You can do it
page
in here
load, if
also.
we
When you
will do
click the
it,
button before the
yes.
before you call, you can do that. Yes, 100%.
So if we will do like that, means on the button click, then we don't have to there that we are hiding it. Okay, by putting the if clause, we don't require it, right?
We require it still, right? If it returns 0, then your column structure will be, when you click the button, a click of a button will display the table. But suppose it's resulting 0, then also table will be displayed,
Okay,
no?
without writing, yes.
Yes, then so you have to write an or if, for example, AA search, the table will be displayed, even though it's not fetching a data, because it is on the click event you have written, right?
Okay.
So see, all this is your plan. How do you want to handle it? My work is to show you that on the load, how can the same command you can copy and you can paste it here in the click also. See, basically before populating the data, structure has to be ready. If the structure is not there, system will give an error. Structure has to be ready before you start, right, displaying the data. Clear now? Yes.
Rupam, on that table structure, right? Can you go to the application, please? The UI piece.
UI piece. Okay. You want me to go to the UI piece? Yes. Tell me.
Not here. Can you search it? Yeah.
Yep. Tell me.
The small arrows, right, besides account phone, account industry,
That
part of
is
tables.
for sending. See, clip wrap the text. These by
So as
default,
soon
this
as we
comes.
define table structure or the lightning colon data table, right? It will come, right?
It will come.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
These are by default data table structure. You can see here what you call lightning data table. You have everything. You can just take key field is compulsory. You can see that. You have so many things on sort. I want to sort the direction. On sort returns the field name, sort direction, right? So many things are there. On save, you can see that triggered when you save, right? Resize, on resize, you have so many things are there, right? You can go ahead and you can see one by one, right? Column width you can set, right? Column width default to 50 px. No, I want this size to be changed, right? I want my one column to be each different size. So you can do that, right? So you can see that column width mode by default it's fixed. By default it's fixed. Set it to auto. You can see that set to auto. If you set to auto, what will happen depending on the length of the data, the column structure will change. I mean, now it is fixed. Small or big, everyone have a same size. So these you have to see in the data table. Have a look, right? Any other questions? Guys, able to understand? Yes or no?
Line number 20 in component.
Line number 20 in component. Okay, let me go to the component. Line number 20 in the component. Tell me.
Yeah, length greater than 0, right?
Right.
Nothing. It means result is null, right?
Result is null. You can do, see, you need not to do this here. You can define instead of this, you can define an attribute called as flag or a flag and set it to false, right? And say that v dot flag, the field name. And in the controller, if the result, here you can calculate. If result dot length is greater than 1, then component dot set. Set it. Component dot set flag to true. You can do anyway, right? You can use the logic in the controller, and then you can control the flag. Declare one more attribute called as aura attribute, name equals to flag, type equals to boolean, default equals to false. If is true, right? Exclamation dot flag, v dot flag, exclamation v dot flag, v dot flag. Flag is false, no, by default, so it will not display. But whenever you pull the data, calculate there, set the flag to true, then only it will display. All these are your logics.
Previous class you declared as a
Yes.
flag, boolean.
Yes.
So that's
right. No. You see, every time if I do the same thing, then what you learn, I have to do different things, right?
okay.
That's my purpose. If you want me to do the same thing again, then what do you learn then? Your class is over. That is what the class is. There I will be doing in different things in different ways. So that you learn, oh, ala kuda cheskocha, oh, ila kuda cheskocha. Then only ala ila will come. Otherwise, only ilane. There's nothing called ilane. It's ala ila. Right? Like this, like that. Otherwise, only this way. There's nothing called only this way. So aura if can be used like this also. Clear? Yes.
Rupam, thanks.
Yes.
Rupam, I have two query. Like
Tell
in
me.
line number two, it is account type. But what if I have a wrapper class and that it's return type, then how we are going to use that?
If you want to use a wrapper class, right? First of all, why we'll use a wrapper class? Tell me.
A combination of different like account and distributor are there. So I want to say, display the account and distributor
Then also
data.
it will be array, no? Wrapper class, because
Yes.
it's giving you more than one data. Then, right? You will give the class name here, no? Class name array. For example, this is the class name. So you will directly give the class name as an array like this. Wrapper class name array. Getting it?
Okay, fine. And another query is that I like you also said here are one or two fields, but I want to pass it as a list instead of search text. I want to pass it as a list of account.
So take this name and take this as a list. List of. We have used a list data type. What is the problem? Right? Didn't I showed you that we can how to create an attribute with a list set? So list of account, list of string. Go ahead.
No. Here only one field is there, but if we have multiple like 5, 6, 10 fields, that
So
time if I have to pass.
There are multiple ways. If you want to pass 10 fields, then create an attribute, 10 attribute, right? In the set params, pass 10 fields, no? Who is stopping you to pass? For example, you want to search by name, or you want to search by, let's say that you want to search, here I'm searching by like name, or billing city like billing city, or billing state like you want to search by 3 parameters, then create 3 attributes. Create 3 attributes, right? In the controller, go ahead and pass. I am passing one set params, comma, pass another param. No, who is stopping you? Didn't
No,
we
but
pass?
is that, can we pass as a list of account only?
But if you pass the list, you're still not able to understand. Don't try to make yourself complicated,
Okay,
right?
okay.
If you want to pass a list of account, how will you search? Tell me. Didn't we pass the list of account? List, you're saying multiple account you want to pass. In the search, why do you want to pass a multiple account? Give me one requirement where you want to use this. List of account, that means more than one account you want to pass. That's what you want to tell me. Yes or no? Or list of
Yes.
field of account. Which one you want? List of fields of account or list of accounts? Choose.
List of accounts.
List of accounts. That means when you are creating a multiple, tell me how can you create a multiple account here? In a lightning card, okay, list of accounts you're saying, right? When I go to account, right? Tell me where is there is a list of account? New. You can create only one account at a time. You
Okay, I
cannot
got
create a multiple account. You cannot create a multiple account with a form. List of account, right, is used when you are using a JSON integration. Third party system is sending you 20 accounts, right? Whatever we are doing is a form based approach. Able to understand? Through a form based approach, you
Yeah,
cannot
got
have
it,
a list
got
of
it.
account,
Yes.
right? But when it's an API, when it's API to API, yes, then it's a list of account you have to pass. That we will see in the integration class, where I'll pass without a form, directly a third-party system. Some external system is sending you 300 accounts, and you have to consume that account. You have to create or whatever you want to do. But here it's a form-based. With a form-based, you will never have an option to list off. Clear now?
Clear, thanks.
Any other questions?
Can you explain line number 21?
Line number 21. It's a data table. Every data table key field is compulsory as per the, if you go here, you see that key field is compulsory. Key field is compulsory. Required for better performance, one key, right? Row with a unique ID. So every time I'm giving key is compulsory. Data. What is the data that has to be displayed? That's the account. Column. Where is the column structure? This is optional. This was optional. That's called lightning data table.
Okay.
Right? Anything else? Okay. Today's homework. Today's homework. I want you to create this view. This view. I want you to create this view. Now you should be able to create this view. You know everything that is required to create this view. I want you to create this view. Right? I want you to create this view. Now you know the table, you know the button, you know these buttons, you know this field. Okay, right? You know how to create this account card. I want you to create this. Yes, that's the homework. That's the homework of today's class. That's it, guys. For today, let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start a new topic called as events. We will start a new topic called as events. Right? We'll start a new topic called as event. Don't miss, very important topic for your interviews as well as for your real-time job. So thank you, guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.